Hey everybody, this is Atoya James. I am the author of my latest book, A Little Bit of Normal. It is volume one, Reality Check. It is a part of a four-part series, and I just want you to run to Amazon and check it out. So, what I want to do is just give you a little bit of a sneak peek as to what is in volume one, Reality Check, and what is it all about. As you can see from that little caption there, we got a rapper who has this huge, busy life, big career, and he needs a way to kind of settle himself down, settle his mind down, make sure he doesn't get caught up in the fame and the fortune and all the traps of it. And he runs into a school teacher who he believes can help him do that. So we're just going to do a little bit of the first two episodes of the book, and hopefully you like it. Here we go. Meet and greet, episode one. Who pouts because they have to go to a DM concert? I mean, everybody in the Metroplex wants to be here at this sold out show to see one of the hottest rappers out right now. And here you are tripping, Kaylee comments as they get out the car, making their way towards the arena. She was referring to her friend since childhood, Kaylen. Their moms were also childhood friends who did everything together, including get pregnant at the same time. So they thought it would be cute to give their daughters similar names. By now, the girls were used to doing everything together, which is why when Kaylee won tickets to the concert, the only person she was inviting was her twin. Even if she wasn't big on rap music, she knew that she was still calm. I'll be quiet. I'm here, right? Even though I got tons of papers to grade, a paper to write, and don't know any of his songs, I'm here. Why? Because my whiny friend begged me to come. She piped back, then burst into laughter. As they made their way to the entrance, you could see cameras out recording the vibe of the crowd as they entered. D-Mass, or DM, was on his last leg of his tour. He had been playing for sold-out crowds since the tour began. Kaylee was right. Every girl in the area wanted to be in the building for this show, or any of his shows for that matter. Everyone except Kaylen. She's not a big fan of rap music, and being that it is a school night and she has hundreds of ninth graders to teach tomorrow, she would much rather be at home, but at least she could have something to discuss with them on tomorrow. All of them listened to and loved his music. The energy continued as she stepped inside. Huge banners with his face hung all around the building. Souvenir stands were bombarded with adoring fans wanting to purchase anything that bore his name or likeness. And of course, there are those who just ready to get to their seats and get the show started. Selfies and live streams were being posted to let the world know that they were in the building. For someone who didn't want to come, you sure looked the part, Kaylee said as they made their way to their front row seats. Kaylen gives her a crazy look. Am I not supposed to be cute? Now you know. Never miss an opportunity to look good. They chimed in together and then laughed. That was sort of their motto since college. The station hooks you up. You can get some good pics from here. Yeah, too bad it didn't come with meet and greet passes as well. After enduring a couple of opening acts from unknown artists, it was time for the headliner. Constant yelling and screaming erupts while a clock began to count down, signaling when DM would take the stage. I gotta go to the bathroom. Kaylee couldn't hold it any longer. Yeah, he was about to take the stage, but not like she really wanted to see him anyway. Really? Right now? Yeah. You don't have to go with me. I'm a big girl. I can go all by myself, she said, trying to sound like a child. Shut up. Hopefully nothing happens to you. Nobody will hear you scream in this place. Thanks. That's helpful. Kayla made her way through the frantic ladies into the restroom. The silence was so welcome. There was no waiting, as nobody other than her would dare walk out and miss his entrance. But she could still hear the roar of the crowd at the moment she took the stage, or he took the stage. She sighed as she washed her hands and then fixed her hair. She really should have stayed at home. Looking at her watch, the only thing that kept coming to mind was how she was going to pay for it tomorrow. Adjusting her clothes and placing one last curl in place, she began her journey back to her seat. As she slid by fans, she couldn't help but to laugh at her friend who was fawning over this guy that she couldn't even touch. Did I miss anything? She asked jokingly, but it seemed to fall on deaf ears as Kaylee just continued to scream and rap, completely ignoring her return. Kaylin thought to herself, I might as well not act as if I don't want to be here. So she began to bob her head to the music and just peep to see. DM was a cutie pie, which was probably the main reason most of the females were there. But his music wasn't half bad either. He had a good variety of party songs and a few somewhat conscious songs. She still would have preferred to stay at home though. Now for the next song, I need a young lady to come help me out, he yells out to the crowd. Women begin to scream and yell, nominating themselves to be his helper. Kaylen wanted to sit down on this part. She did not want to be picked, and her feet were killing her. What about you in the purple shirt? She looked up to see DM looking at her. She then looked down as if she needed to in order to remember that she was indeed wearing a purple shirt. This can't be real, she thought to herself. For a moment, it felt like all the screaming, yelling, and talking had just stopped. She swore all eyes were on her. But what was she going to do? One thing she did know was she did not want to go on stage. No, she played coy, then pointed to Kaylee. Choose her, she mouthed to him. But I want you, he said with a killer smile. You gonna diss me in front of all these people? Girl, if you don't go, Kaylee said, practically pushing her toward the usher who was waiting to take her on stage. Don't worry, baby girl, I'm harmless. In fact, I got a song called Harmless. The crowd thought that was funny. Kaylen didn't think so. As she walked onto the stage, all she could do was pray, Lord, I hope he doesn't make me rap along with him. I know none of his songs, and I don't want my students to see this either. He grabs her hand. What's your name? Kaylen. Kaylen, I'm Dee. Nice to meet you. She couldn't help but to laugh at her luck. Of all the girls in the building, it had to be her. She tried to look out and find her friend, but the lights were blinding. How on earth did he even pick her out from all these shadows? Okay, so he says to the beat and goes into the song. The lyrics were that of a young man interested in a girl who wasn't really feeling him. Actually, she had heard the song many times before, just never knew it was him. Her role was to just play along, role play. Oh, she could do that. Hey, might as well. She was already on stage in front of thousands of people. Let's not stand there and look crazy. And she was looking good. He seemed to be feeling it as he smiled and winked at her a couple of times. She hoped that it was a sign that she wasn't messing up his show. Although she was enjoying herself, she was relieved when the 3.5 minute song was finally over. Give it up for Kayla, y'all. He pulled her close for a sweaty hug. At least he smelled nice. She made her way back to her friend. I hope she is not mad at me, she thought to herself. After all, this was something she wanted to do. I was just here so she wouldn't have to go along. Let me hug you so I can get all his aura on me, she said as she grabbed Kaylen and hugged her. You smell like him. This is getting weird, Kaylen said with a chuckle as she noticed all the ladies somewhat crowded her as if they were trying to do the same thing. Hey, there's still a show going on. She tried to direct their attention back to DM, who was on stage performing his next song. The show continued, and Kaylen tried not to look at her watch. She knew it was late. I'm so going to pay for this tomorrow. Okay, so you got to tell me everything, Kaylee said as they were getting up from their seats preparing to leave. You were there. You saw it. It was nothing. Dancing with a guy who just happened to be DM. Like, how was it? It was cool. I had fun. I really did. See? Aren't you glad you came? Yeah, she lied. Still could have stayed at home. As they made their way to exit the arena and headed to the lobby area, a gentleman in all black approached them. Ladies, DM would like to speak with you. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Kaylen was too tired to be nice at this point. Girl, Kaylen hit her friend without thinking. Sure, we would love to speak with him, she said, trying not to scream. Oh, this just keeps getting better, Kaylen thought to herself. They followed the guy along with 3 other guys surrounding them as they made their way to the backstage area. Security was definitely needed as barely dressed ladies began to rush them in. I guess they figured out this was their access to DM. A few were taken backstage as well, which made Kaylen uneasy. I think we are in the wrong crowd. Why you say that? Because we got too much clothing on. Girl, we're just going to see what he wants. Maybe he meets everyone he calls on stage. Or he could want to meet the winner of the contest. Kaylen just gave her a look of pity. That sounds good, but something tells me that's not it. Well, we shall see. A big sigh from Kaylen. Not that it mattered to Kaylee. They made it to the backstage area that was bustling with people, stagehands, people on the go, and moving items. They continued to follow the guide through a series of rooms, each with less people than before. One room was full of nothing but guys and a few scantily clad women. Kaylen was relieved when they continued to walk through until they reached an inner room. There was only a few people, mostly official-looking people, and Dia. When he saw them, he flashed that star-studded smile. Out of 22 shows, this is the only show where I got dissed in public. Kaylen couldn't help but to laugh. Hey, I'm a teacher. This kind of stuff don't happen to me. Besides, she's your biggest fan. And your name is? Kaylee. We're not twins. Her mom and my mom, friends, pregnant at the same time, gave us similar names. They had learned to shorten the story. Okay. Well, nice to meet you. Kaylee. So you brought her out then. Something tells me she wouldn't have come otherwise. Yes, I did. She's not a big fan of rap music. Not today's rap music. Not that you suck. Actually, your music isn't half bad. He nodded his head and smiled as if he was pleased with her response. Not half bad is what I was going for. Kaylen could only laugh. He seemed to be a pretty cool guy, just the wrong time of night for all this. You look like you're ready to go. You don't want to stay and chat with your boy? I'm exhausted. I have to get up early in the morning. A long day ahead of me. What do you teach? Ninth grade English. Really? I bet the boys don't skip your class, he said as he wiped his face with the towel given to him. I don't want to keep you. I just wanted to meet the one chick in the world who has ever turned me down. Well, lately, anyway. Everybody needs a little reality check every now and then. Kaylen couldn't help but to sneak in a pot shot. Oh, well, okay. I got it. Y'all can go on, head out then. It was nice meeting you, Kaylee quickly added, trying to defuse the situation. Not for your friend, though, he said. Yeah, it was, Kaylee said as she hits Kaylen in the arm, causing her to yell out. Wasn't it, Kaylen? It wasn't until he got all sensitive. That remark received a glare from Kaylee. You know I was just joking with him. Why is he upset? I'm the one that has to get up in a couple of hours and run copies for hundreds of kids. Her filter was completely shut off. Kayla could see her friend getting ready to hit her again, so she interjected, and if you hit me one more time, we're going to fight for real. They both started laughing, and to their surprise, DM started to laugh as well. I could take a joke, he said. I was just talking. I would love for you to hang out with me, though. I can't. Call in. He wasn't used to being told no. I can't. You dissing me again? I can't take two reality checks in one night. No, this is about my reality. I have to have sub plans ready. My kids are getting ready for a test. I can't just call in. Well, can I call you? Excuse me? Can I call you? Tomorrow sometimes, after you get off. It seemed like everyone in the room stopped to hear her response. Kaylen was at a loss for words. The only thing she managed to do was to look at her friend, who answered for her. Yep, you can. I can give you her number. What? I can't call you? He was really puzzled as to why this was even a conversation he was having. Why do you want to? To talk to you. About? Give me her number. He finally realized that she wasn't going to give. This is crazy. No, what's crazy is that I'm getting your number from somebody else. Can you at least answer the phone when I call? He said with a fake attitude as he stood up. She will, Kaylee responded again, answering for her friend. You can go now, for real this time, with your mean self. Can I at least have a hug? She couldn't help but to chuckle as she gave him a hug. What on earth was going on? Reality check. That's going to be the name of my next song. So that was episode 1, meet and greet. Episode 2 is not normal. Hey, I do want you to go on Amazon.com and download it. It is only 99 cents. It contains 4 episodes and it's very quick read because part 2 will be coming in December and you need to be all caught up for it. But do stay tuned. You never know when the vibe may hit, inspiration may hit, and I just might add episode 2 to this. But right now, hey, you can run 99 cents. That's only $1.08 with tax. Go download it. You don't need Kindle. You can have a Kindle app and get your read on. All right. Until then, follow me. You can go look on my website, atoyaj.com, and you can see all of my books. Y'all see I have 2 other books out there on Amazon.com. And just get the latest on when the next part 2 will be released. All right. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah.